Welcome back to Walsall Fan TV for the preview of Walsall away to Hartlepool. We need a win. Can we get it at Hartlepool? Right then, Hartlepool, what do we know about them? Well, recently, they got a bit agitated, didn't they? At home to Sutton, which ended up in a 2-2 draw. Just 15 minutes in, there was a mass brawl. So things were not good. They have subsequently sacked Keith Curl, who followed Paul Hartley in the sack race. And John Askey has joined them, 58-year-old Askey. Previously with York, Shrewsbury, Port Vale, Macclesfield. He's been around. It's typical that the new manager bounce comes when people play Walsall. It seems to happen all the while. They've been chopping and changing a lot though. Since Chairman Raj Singh took over in April 18, that's the 8th new manager. Which is a bit crazy. Before we continue, just want to spare a thought for John Motson, who passed away yesterday. Great commentator and been a big part of our sporting lives over the years. So rest in peace, mate. Back to Hartlepool. Josh Umarai, despite their lowly position, he's been rattling the goals in. 13 goals, 2 assists. Shows that he's definitely a threat for them, and somebody that Walsall are going to have to watch out for. The other guy who's sure to be really putting on a performance is Wes McDonald, of course. He's got 3 goals, 1 assist this season. So he's going to be looking for a bit of a headline. Form-wise, 1 win, 2 draws, 2 defeats in the last 5, Hartlepool. So it was a loss at home to Newport, drew with Wimbledon away, lost 2-0 to Crewe away, the crazy 2-2 draw with Sutton at home, and then a 1-0 away win at Doncaster. So no pushovers in this league, despite their lowly position. 22nd in the league at the minute, 27 points from 33 games. Goal difference, -26. But I know they've played a few games more than Walsall, but they've scored more goals than Walsall. It's just 59 goals conceded. Shows us where they're vulnerable. 4 goals in the last 5 games they've scored, which is more than Walsall. Walsall just 2 goals in the last 5 games. We now have had 5 consecutive draws, which is a record going back to 1970 or 71. Another draw, blooming heck, I don't know what that takes us back to. Right then, so what Walsall going to do? What's Walsall going to do? That is the big question. Is it time to make some changes to the team, or we holding steady? For me, I think Owen Evans, with his spectacular save from our own Isaac Hutchinson, kept maintaining the point for us on Tuesday night. So he'll be in goal. Back 3, there's Manny Month, Donovan Daniels and Hayden White, which is the regular back 3. Should that stay as it is and keep Low out? Or is Hayden White going to come back to the right wing-back slot? Tom Knowles got some criticism, didn't he, from Mike Flynn? Something about a runaway train, I think. But I think Lowe will stay on the bench for this one, and Knowles will stay on right wing-back. Left wing-back, he had rested Liam Gordon, and Taylor Allen did particularly well, I thought, in his return to the side. So I think he'll keep his place. I don't think Kinsella's fit yet. So Comley, who some had as man of the match on Tuesday night, he will stay in the CDM role. So the 2 in front of him, Isaac Hutchinson, he's on decent form at the minute, gaining confidence, getting his shots away for a change, which is good. Who else is going to be in the midfield? Songo, we don't want him anywhere near the team. The Spy. Maddox, he's got a little bit of an injury, so maybe not. Riley, is he fit to start? He might be. He didn't get on Tuesday night, but I think Walsall were pushing, and we expected the goal to come, but it just didn't arrive. So I understand why Riley stayed on the bench there, and having his first game on the Saturday, I suppose it made sense not to overdo it. But I'd like to see a start for Riley on Saturday. We wouldn't expect him to make the 90, but a start would be a good step forward in his return to the team and all that. On the bench, coming on for him, that's probably going to be Wilmot or maybe even Ram. Because Walsall need to create more. And we've got Ronan Mayer, who's played in the reserves recently, and a couple of good goals in there. So he's somebody who can always come up with a goal. And at this stage of the season, he needs to be getting some game time, see what he can do. Up front, that's going to be Jamil Matt, if he's recovers from the knock he had on Tuesday. And then alongside him, Matt Stevens, who's looking sharper with every game. But we have on the bench Andy Williams and Douglas James Taylor, who can come on when they're flagging a little bit, perhaps. Andy Williams looked particularly good, I thought, when he came on. Obviously no pace, but I think he did link up things quite well and sort of got busy. So he may even get a start if Jamil Matt is still struggling. Match prediction? Well, I'm sticking with my prediction I made on our predictions video that we did. We're predicting the results all the way through to the end of the season. And at the moment, according to my predictions, we've got Walsall finishing 8th, which, given the 5 draws we've had, probably be a decent return, really. Yeah, I'm going for just a single goal win, 1-0. Stephen's going for 2-0. But a return to goal scoring is something that we definitely need. Yeah, Jamil Matt, he was unlucky not to score again. And Matt Stevens putting himself about. We just got to get those guys off the mark, haven't we? Or are the goals going to come from somewhere else? A second half cameo and a goal from Ronan Mayer? How about that? What price would we get on that? We'll have to wait and see. Right then, I'm not there for this one, but Lee's going to be in the ground. And so Lee and Lily are going to be giving us some updates and giving us some detail. So that'll be good. Anybody else that's going to be there, if you want to send us some messages and give us some updates, that would be fully appreciated. Horse Fan TV, the joy and the pain. Thanks for watching. Cheers.